After we arrived at the airport, Awie met us there, drove us to the farm where we were greeted by the staff, super friendly staff. The property was absolutely unbelievable, beautiful, and the sheer size is just incredible. I've never seen a place so big with such a diverse landscape. Absolutely wonderful people. Couldn't think of a better place to come.
Hunting property is second to none. I've never seen this much diversity and this size of a property in one place.
Hunters make better lovers. They shoot more often and they go deeper in the bush, and they eat what they shoot. Okay, it's the first day here at Otterskloof. The guys just arrived from Johannesburg, flight to Kimberley this morning, and we just finished sighting the rifles, and we're going to see for the last hour or so, see if we can get something for the pot, because there's no meat in the lodge. Now we'll see what's happening. We can take the guys for a short drive.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. So on the first day, of course, obviously being the main hunt was going to be for buffalo, we decided to go and scout the area and look to see what was out there.
This is going to be our first real day hunting, and we're going to try and see if we can get some Sable, Roan, and if we get lucky, maybe one of the buffaloes will be after. So good luck to all the guys and enjoy.
Pretty color. Our first morning out, we did some driving and saw a lot of the property and saw many animals, and we came across 3 absolutely gorgeous Sable bulls that it wakes you up and puts you in a place. Doesn't matter how cold you are, and I believe that morning it was close to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, a little bit below 0 Celsius, and we were able to get a stalk in on the Sables, and just to get off the truck at that point felt pretty good, because it gets the blood flowing, and when you've been sitting in the cold and you get that feeling, just cold, and all of a sudden there's 3 beautiful animals, and it's time to go to work. Got off the truck, we did a short stalk, and I can remember way the two smaller bulls presented themselves early on, and then we were on a knoll, and the wind was coming across, and it was cold, and I can remember shaking with cold and thinking, okay, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? And then all of a sudden, the bull presented himself. It was a good hit. And, he took an about face, and over the hill he went, and he went about 100 yards and dropped. And it was a beautiful trophy for me. It was my Sable, and it was perfect.
Well done, sir. Well done. This is a beautiful, beautiful. Well done.
It's beautiful. That's where I was aiming. That's a beautiful shot there.
As we spoke last night, you always shoot for the other shoulder.
Right.
And that's exactly what you did.
Getting quite cold. I had a good guide. Two good guides. Congratulations. Good job.
Well done, sir.
Well done. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
No, thank you very much for coming to South Africa as well and joining me as BP with Beauty Safaris. It's a beautiful trophy you got here. The Prince of Africa.
He is gorgeous.
Congratulations.
Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. What do you think about that? It's your turn.
Yeah, mine's coming up next, so yeah, no, we'll see if we can find one equal anyway.
Equal or more.
Beautiful
That's
bull.
beautiful.
On the way, we happened to be driving along and seeing this beautiful black springbuck. So figured I just needed to have it.
Good man. Good shooting.
Basically, we parked the truck, got out, did a short stalk. I set up, made the shot, dropped him in his tracks, but then to our surprise, he got up and gave us a little bit of a show. He went probably about 100 yards or so, and then finally went down, and it was a good shot. It was a good shot. He, like I say, they're tough animals, and it really surprised us, but everything worked out great.
Tell me what you smell. He's got a smell.
I'm serious.
It
It smells just like cotton candy.
Yeah, it's
Smell it.
amazing.
Well, my friend, you took it to about 240 yards. Beautiful shot. Nice black springbuck for this time. Almost got it back on the impart. I got it in. This is a nice springbuck for this morning. Our brains are freezing cold.
Yes.
It's a beautiful black springbuck.
Very nice black
Of course.
springbuck. Gorgeous.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
So after we recovered the springbuck, of course, with buffalo being our main objective, we went to an area where Awie was sure that we would run into something of size that we would want to hunt the following day or even that day.
The way he looks at it. Here he comes.
So as we were driving along on this big piece of property, we were coming through the thick bush, and all of a sudden this big monster buff stands up in front of us, gives us a look, turns, comes towards the truck, and then turns away and makes a short little trot away from us, and then stopped and gave us one more look in the stink eye, and that was the one I knew I had to have for my wall. So that was my main objective. I picked a specific animal that I wanted to hunt, and that was what our goal was going to be for this hunt. So after we spotted this buffalo, we made some plans, made a short stalk, but basically because of the country and whatnot, he managed to give us the slip. The other thing too is with such sketchy weather, all the animals were on edge, so we decided it was best just to pull out, leave him for another day, and on our way out we spotted this beautiful Lechwe, and that was also on my list. I just had to have him.
That's it.
Now you got well done.
4 yards on the second shot.
We basically made a plan, made a nice stalk, probably about 300 to 400 yards, made a great shot on him. First shot I hit him well, and he made about 3 turns backing up, and wanted to go down, but I figured it was good to do a second follow-up just to put him down, and that's what we did. Hit him in the neck and dropped him, and had my beautiful Letchwe.
Well done. Well done.
Beautiful.
Just a little bit back, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Well done. Gosh, it says it.
Well done.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much, very much.
Congratulations on a beautiful Letchwe. We were on our way back home to the lodge and we spotted this Letchwe, and Leroy took about a 300-yard shot, and so this guy is going to make a beautiful trophy. Enjoy it.
No, thank you very much. Gorgeous.
Well
animal.
done.
The following day, we got up early. We were proceeded to the trucks, and the weather turned south that day, and it got extremely cold, extremely windy, and had a lot of rain.
I don't think you want to show this.
So day 2 started out a little bit rough, to say the least. With that front that had rolled in, we had freezing rain and high winds. So we decided, hey, we're here to hunt. We're going to go out and give it a shot. The weather was so rough, the girls decided to stay back at camp. But we went out and we gave it a go.
I think we're back in the United States with this weather. No, it's cold and rainy, miserable, but we're going to try and spot the buffalo first, and then we make a plan from there on and see what's happening. But it's miserable, terrible weather, rainy, cold. So let's see, but anything can happen, man.
Sleet was somewhat impressive in your face, to the point where it's a little bit miserable, but we have that's hunting. That's part of why we're here. Awie called it and said, you know what, this is dangerous. We were in buffalo country, and he said this is not something that we need to be doing. Our binos were fogging up. Our rifle scopes were at a point where if you had to pull up on a buffalo, it might be not a good idea.
So we just had to call it a day. There was just no way. The conditions were not favorable, and the last thing we wanted to do is to spook that buffalo out of the country. So end of day 2, unfortunately, we didn't get to harvest anything, but it was still a great day. So on day 3, the good Lord shined upon us, cleared the skies up, the rain quit, the wind quit. We knew right as soon as we woke up, it was going to be an incredible day.
I had a feeling. I knew it was going to be one of those days. The weather was just phenomenal. It's just one of those days you can feel in your bones, this is going to be a day. We're going to have a good day today, and we're going to do some serious hunting.
Jumped in the rig, went back to that same spot where we'd spotted my buffalo before, and started glassing. Spotted the buffalo about probably a mile away. Basically made a plan on how we could get in there. Him and some other bulls were up on the top of a ridge. Finally they worked their way out of sight so we could make the long stalk in to actually see if we could get a good shot on him. amazing how tough these animals are. He was wobbling the whole way as he was going. I was shooting a 458 lot. He absorbed that energy and just kept moving. An absolute monster.
I will never forget that. Just a beautiful animal. He was tremendous, Buffalo, and the hunt was beyond anything that I haven't experienced. The professionalism of the PH and of both PHs was second to none, and you could tell I never felt where I was in a place that I didn't need to be, and the shot was tremendous, and it was a hunt that will not be forgotten.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Anyway,
Thank you. Leroy?
Thank you, my man.
Sir.
Thank you.
Well done.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hell of a bull.
nice one.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you. It's awesome.
Perfect. Hi, Leroy. Congratulations on this big buffalo you've taken this morning.
Thank you so much.
After 3 days of bad weather, rain, and all that, cold, miserable. Today we had a little bit of sunshine, and you tell us what happened this morning.
What a day! What a day! Tell you, I'll start out. We've had kind of a rough go about it. Some pretty interesting weather, to say the least. Lots of wind, high winds, sleet, rain. 2 times we got on this bull a couple days earlier and just couldn't get in on him. He was just the whole herd was so wired out just because of the weather and whatnot. But today, the good Lord shined upon us and opened the clouds up, and the sun started shining. And my good friend that's with me here on a buffalo hunt too said he thought he had a good feeling about today. So he was correct. We spotted a number of bulls on top of this ridge from about a half a mile over there. Waited for him to crest the ridge, made a long stalk, obviously, so they couldn't hear vehicles or anything like that. Everything worked out absolutely perfect. Made her way up on the hill. Finally, Awie looked over and spotted this guy and one other one at first, and then a third. Picked this one here out, and Andre set the sticks absolutely perfectly, and the rest is history. One good shot, and he went about 150, 200 yards, and down he went. So here she is. Beautiful, beautiful Cape Buffalo trophy. I'd like to thank everybody involved. Great hunt.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Well done. Yes.
So after Leroy had taken his bull, it was my turn, and Awie and Andre had said, let's see if we can find your bull, Ron. So we started in on the next part of our hunt, and we came across 3 bulls that we were watching, and we had done a lot of glassing, and we had put ourselves in a position to see those bulls a little bit closer. And as we got closer, an amazing huge animal came up to us within, I would say, about 10-15 yards, and we got to watch that bull go by. And when he presented himself, we all were taken aback as to how majestic those animals are when they're in their natural environment, and it's amazing how they can present themselves so quickly. And then he turned and of course went up on the hill and presented himself again, and everybody, I think, was awestruck with the profile on the top of the hill that he gave. It was just tremendous, and it's where your knees get weak. You just don't realize the power of an animal. And he went up that hill like a goat. I've never seen that much mass move that quickly.
That was a 47-inch buffalo. Red one.
So we changed our tactics and our viewpoints, and we were hunting through a large ravine, and we came across 2 bulls, and I knew then that that was my bull. He was perfect just for me, what I wanted, and I said, that's my bull.
Thank you. Huh? Thank you. That works out very nicely, man. Well done, Ron.
Sorry for the break.
What break?
The muzzle break.
No.
American sniper.
I feel like someone shot me in the heart. My heart pounded so hard. I was able to get a pretty good heart shot on a bull, and he went about 10 yards and dropped and he presented himself. It was a 125-yard shot, and there's the adrenaline is pumping so hard, and I can't put into words what it feels like, but it's pretty dramatic.
So one of the reasons we were actually here hunting with BP Safaris was buffalo, just like I said before. I had a very good friend of mine, Ron Uthus, who was also on this hunt, and it was his dream to shoot a Cape buffalo. So, like I say, it was an absolute pleasure to be able to accompany him too on his hunt. That same day, we were lucky enough to harvest my bull early in the morning, and later in the afternoon, I got to go along with him on his hunt and witness him taking his buffalo. Every buffalo is a little bit different. His was an absolute beautiful monster too. It was an absolute joy to actually experience this with my great friend, and that's one thing about buffalo hunting, is it gets in your blood, and whether you're the hunter, the PH, or you're the friend that's tagging along, if you ever get a chance to hunt Cape Buffalo, hunt Cape Buffalo, and I recommend BP Safaris.
Well, anyway, look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey?
It's hard to put into words. This morning we had what I would only describe as the hunt of a lifetime for a friend, and we had some lunch and we started back. We saw this beautiful animal. He was dug in. I didn't see him at first, and of course the great eyes of Awie and Andre picked him out with no problem. from a distance, almost immediately. Only the best. And I had a hard time getting perched to where I could get a comfortable place, and I don't think I was meant to be comfortable. Sometimes you can get too comfortable, but I finally got to where I could make a shot, and only then did he present himself. And he gave me a window, and he stopped like it was meant to be. Took the shot. He went a few yards and he dropped. And I could feel, even though my ground didn't shake, I could feel the ground shake when he hit the ground.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome hunt. Awesome. Buddy. Thank you, Leroy.
You're very welcome.
Ah, what a beautiful.
Thank you, Leroy.
You're very welcome.
Saving a friend like Ron.
It was a great hunt.
I can't.
And I'm
Nobody
sure
else I'd rather do it with.
friends forever.
Yep.
Lifetime. That's
Thank you.
a lifetime event. You make such a difference, Awie.
Thank you very much.
So good. So good. Unbelievable.
Congratulations, Ron. What a beautiful trophy you got here, man. What a beautiful day it turned out to be. And the appreciation you showed us today for this, about this trophy. It's so much appreciated from BP Safaris and everybody that surrounded this whole hunt so far with you. I appreciate it very much. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. Everybody at BP Safaris has been so good, and they have been so professional, and they were able to get us on 2 amazing animals today. This bull presented himself to me at a little over 100 yards, and we were able to make a shot on him from up above to where he never knew it was coming, and it was a perfect scenario. And I thank God for the opportunity to hunt with BP Safaris and Leroy Barry today, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much, sir. Well done.
So anyways, on the next day, we were out enjoying the beautiful weather, and we happened to spot a kudu up on top of a ridge. I decided, hey, that's definitely one I would like to take. So a long stalk up the mountain. And of course the kudu did what kudu do. The gray ghost gave us the slip. Never did even get a chance to see him, but it was still a wonderful day, and it's always great trying to pursue the kudu. It's not a hunt unless you run into some adversity. As we were heading out to hunt one day, we're driving along, stopped for a second to do some glassing. All of a sudden we heard the ominous hissing. We'd happened to pick up a big thorn in the sidewall of our tire. Luckily, Andre was able to get out, patch the tire, put a plug in, and air it up, and away we go. A little bit of adversity makes for good stories.
Wouldn't be a hunting trip if we didn't get one flat. No, not at least one. So hopefully that's the final one as well. But yeah, luckily we were prepared. So now we can continue on.
So later that morning, we got to the top of the ridge, glassing down, we spotted 4 Sable. All 4 looked like good bulls. We could tell a couple of them were a little bit young from that distance, but we decided they were definitely worth going in to take a look at. One in particular, extremely large, mature bull. Made the stalk down to the bottom of a ravine, back up the other side, where we were able to find 3 out of the 4 Sable. After looking them over closely, all 3 of them were a little bit too young. Just weren't old enough to harvest, even though they were absolutely beautiful animals, and just about anybody would have been more than happy to take one as a trophy. We decided to pass on them. Proceeded to look for the 4th Sable, but he gave us the slip. We were never able to locate him after a lot of driving and a lot of walking. So that's the way it goes. That's why they call it hunting and not killing.
Oh, down there you go. on the way back for lunch. As we were driving, we spotted a herd of beautiful Springbuck rams together, and we picked this one, and we got off the truck and we did a little bit of a stalk, put Leroy on the sticks, and he harvested one of the most beautiful animals in South Africa and our national animal, the Springbuck.
Thanks very
Well
much,
done,
Awie.
sir.
Thank you very much. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Number 2 on the slam.
Great. 2 to go.
Yep. You okay?
No, I'm fine.
You gonna fall asleep because you had a nice lunch?
Hey, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, that's an understatement. That was wonderful.
It was great.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You done it? Beautiful.
That's my favorite animal in Africa. I've harvested 2 on 2 previous hunts, and I'm glad that you got your opportunity to kill a great bull. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We were on the way back, Ron, and we saw the 3 Nyala bulls with 1 female, and we had to pick this one out of the group. What a beautiful trophy you got in the late afternoon on the way back to the lodge. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Al.
it.
Thank you, Al. If it hadn't been for you, this would have never happened. I can tell you that. He gave us a slip. The whole group gave us a slip a couple times.
You did.
But we persevered. We overcame. And I am the benefactor of a beautiful animal that God had put on this earth, and he is beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So the following day, Roan was on the list. It was a high priority animal for me. I think it's a very underestimated and underappreciated trophy. We had one specific animal in mind that we really wanted to take, so that was the one we were looking for. ended up running into this beautiful, beautiful old bull that presented us with a perfect opportunity. We were able to drive forward by about a half a mile or so, got out of the truck, able to use a bunch of brush and stuff as a block, made our stalk up towards the Roan. We thought we were going to get a shot at about 50 yards. He was bedded down. All we could see was his horns. Awie set the sticks. I got on the sticks. He whistled. We figured that he would just stand up, but he didn't. He stood up and turned and took off. Luckily, we were able to stop him about 100 yards, and I took the shot. It was a perfect shoulder shot. These animals here in Africa are incredibly tough. He absorbed that 200 grain LRX bullet and took off across the plain and heading for a mountain. Last thing we wanted to do was try to track him over this ridge, so I followed up with about a 300-yard shot and took him right at the base of his tail, which of course dropped him in his tracks. And I had my beautiful trophy Roan.
So much. What a gorgeous, gorgeous animal.
You see?
You're my hero.
Huh? Yeah, actually, I take this hard shot.
Well, yeah, we saw.
You had a perfect shot.
And
How big they are until you get right on top. Look at that mass.
Right.
Okay, while we were driving around this morning, we were looking actually for Sable and Roan, and we spotted this beautiful old Roan bull, beautiful brown color, beautiful old, beautiful mask, everything perfect. And congratulations, sir. Well done on the shooting.
Thank
well
you
done.
very much. Thank you very much. No, absolutely beautiful, beautiful trophy. We did about a 300-yard stalk. He was in his bed. We were hoping he would just stand up and we'd get a easy shot. He was only maybe 50, 60 yards away, but he knew something was wrong. He got up, bolted, ran out about 120 yards, put the first shot where it needed to be on the shoulder, and he took off and went another 150 yards, and I followed up with the final shot that put him down. But absolute beautiful trophy. This was on the top of my list, along with the Sable, but like I say, a dream come true. Absolutely love him. He's just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous animal. Thanks so much.
Well done, sir. Well done.
When Leroy approached me last year, and they always tell you that when you're on safari, the trip home is 16 hours. What you're going to be talking about is next year's safari and what you're going to do. And it goes without saying that it was the same for Leroy and I last year. When we were on our way home, we were talking about the safari that we had been on, and we had began planning it then. and Leroy had told me that he thought BP would be the safari for us, and that he had heard nothing but good things, and BP Safaris has again been tremendous. We've been here for 7 days, and every day they did not disappoint.
So if you're looking at hunting buffalo, plains game, just about anything that you would want to pursue in Africa, I highly recommend BP Safaris. Awie and the crew do an absolute unbelievable job. You won't be disappointed. The properties are huge. His care for detail is unbelievable. I can't think of anybody else I would rather send friends to other than BP Safaris.
I'm Awie Pieterse from BP Safaris here in South Africa. I'm based in Morimori. I'm a professional hunter and outfitter. And the value for me is for my company is to satisfy my international clients. To give them the best trophies, hunting trophies as possible. And not only to have a client, but to have friends at the end of the safari. And with all my friends that I've made so far, I can guarantee that we made friends for a long lifetime.
Really like to thank Johnny from African Trophy Productions. Did an absolute wonderful job filming our hunt. He's like a ghost. He's behind you, doesn't miss a shot. You don't even know he's there. If you ever think you may want to film your hunt, I highly recommend Johnny. Like I say, I was concerned when we first talked about filming the hunt, because I was worried that maybe, it would impede some of the stalks and whatnot. You don't even know he's there. The guy is a super great person, very professional, and has become a really good friend of ours too. So, like I say, if you have the chance, have your trip filmed. You won't regret it.
I have never worked with somebody that the professionalism and with the ability to be where he needed to be with it. It's just amazing. And he amazed me, I can't tell you how many times.
Otterskloof is a unique property. It is in a unique area, ever-changing vistas. It's very interesting with its abundance of game, and I'm sure that our clients will come back.
Cheers. 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 Okay, cheers. Cheers. Cheers.